Hello everyone, this is Queen Chrysolite Owens, the founder of the International Voice Coalition, and this is a video update for February the 11th all the way to the February the 16th, 2024. So this is my account as a individual target by the FBI and the Black Op Federal Group within the FBI that is funded by the U.S. Department of Justice. Okay, it's about the same thing. And for the new subscribers that it comes across this channel, this is about targeted individuals that is chased by paid government agents. They can be put on this list for varies of reasons, and some of it is because they're political reasons. It could be because they're from a royal divine bloodline. It could also be, they could be a writer, a poet, they could be a journalist, they could be very creative, they could be very brilliant and very intellectual on any given topic or thing. And it could be for lots of reasons. If they feel that they're a threat, or if they are somebody of interest that they can't legally lock up. So they use a lot of criminal and illegal activities to punish them and to torture them. It can be for religious reasons as well. So it can be for any number of reasons. But on my account, to make a long story short, I worked for this owner that owned 2 or 3 Burger Kings at the time, and he was a very shady, crooked business owner, and he had lots of connections, within the political system, as well as other high-ranking connections. Anyway, I'm not going to make this very long. There is a book coming out this year, and y'all feel free to get a copy of that book. And there are also videos that I haven't published last year, and they will be published this year on other video channels, not just this one. Okay, and that is how my account, that's how that's the reason why I am targeted by the FBI today, is because all of it got started with this Burger King owner in Douglas, Georgia. That's the state of Georgia. And his cop friends, his crooked payroll cop friends, who he was paying to do criminal activities and some of which he would put bugs on his employees' vehicles and their bicycles and motorcycles and things. Whatever they had as transportation, he would put a bug on it if he didn't trust them. So I was one of them, because I worked across the street at Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers, and I worked there for like several years, and I was very popular there, and I was a part of management. And he would come over there and spy on Mr. Stafford. That's the man, the franchise owner of this Wendy's. He was the owner of I think about 4 or 5 Wendy's. So anyway, Brian Bond would come over there and spy on him. So when I went to his, to his restaurant, and I got hired because one of my old colleagues that worked with me at Wendy's, she got me hired at that Burger King. So he thought I was a spy, and he put a bug on my bicycle, and he paid his cop friends to do so. And they also, by him having high-ranking connections within the city as well, the whole city was in on it. Well, at least certain individuals in power was, and they broadcast me talking like I'm talking right now. The stuff you see happening, that's how all of that got started originally. But at the time when it first got started, aside from the Charles Blazingham thing, everybody, my family, thought that Brian Vaughn was paying me to, broadcast my my personal talking out. Like when I left work, he broadcast all that out. And I wasn't aware of it. But there were my colleague, my business friend, the one that got me hired, she knew something was up. When she found out that he wasn't paying me and didn't get my consent, didn't do no contract with me, she was furious. And they got in a lot of arguments over it because he made some promises that he was going to buy me a car and all this stuff. And because she felt that, he should at least do something, So, yeah, he committed crimes. And there are people that knows that he did it, that he ordered these cop friends to put this bug on my bicycle and to broadcast it live all over the city. And now here we are today, and now the feds have picked it up and they've been kept it going for 20-something years. And so, a long story short, and that's for the newcomers on this channel, what we're advocating mostly with the International Voice Coalition is getting laws passed and getting laws passed, essential laws passed, to at least manage and control, if not eliminate, this type of behavior. Okay, those laws is coming hopefully before this year is out. The proposal of those laws to the President of the United States, and we need y'all to sign the petitions that are coming up. That's the same as votes. So that way we can take these signed petitions to the president so he can have the authority to pass these laws executively. Because we need them very badly. And not just for me, but for all of us. Because anybody can become a targeted individual overnight. Okay? And they won't waste no time by putting their electromagnetic biometric technology on your homes, your place of work, where you go shopping, where you got memberships at, you name it. So we have to get some laws passed to put a stop to this illegal activity within our own government. Having said that, I'm going to let y'all read the book and look at the other videos, which I've uploaded last year and this year, and let y'all determine. I know some of y'all are saying, well, Queen, I don't see those videos. It's because I haven't published them. Okay? I haven't published them because the next reason that I'm going through half of what I'm going through with is because of this celebrity witch that lives here in Dallas, Texas. Okay? It's because of her. She is coming out in the book, and in under God's discretion, she will be named by the prophet masters that's coming up, okay, on God's surprise date and time. He hasn't told me, but the prophet masters will make their debut, and they will be naming names, and they will be prophesying on what God allows them to. And they're not going to be nothing to be played with. Okay? A lot of these prophet masters is going to be 10 times tougher than Pastor Geno Jennings. Okay? And y'all know what weight he carries. Okay? So, it's going to be trouble. I know that. Because they're not going to be playing no games. They will be naming names. And if they're challenged, they will prophesy against you. So, do not be challenging these. That's for the ones that love to challenge God's real prophets. Okay, these prophet masters are similar like Elijah the prophet. Okay, they have like a ranking just way up there. They're like 3 times more than even an advanced seer. Okay, and we need more of them. I wish I had an advanced seer to talk to me when I left Wendy's and went to Burger King. I guarantee you I would have been up out of there. I would have resigned. I would have quit right then and there. I would have been saying goodbye to that $7 an hour. Because I had already had a job at Taco Bell. I had 2 jobs, you know. But that particular place of work, I would have been up out of there quick. Had I could saw my future right now. I saw how long it would, the FBI was going to be taking unfair advantage of me and violating my rights and committing crimes against me. I definitely would have left, resigned and quit that same week, if not day. Because I had already quit Wendy's. And I had my job at Taco Bell. I would have had to find me another job somewhere. Or I would have had to probably go there full time. I would have did something. Got me another job work. And then I would have probably knew who my kingdom spouse was. But they would have told me. I would have went to Ohio where my auntie lives at. I would have hightailed it up there. You can best believe it. If I knew that. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all a rundown. This celebrity witch, she has not stopped. I know y'all are wondering, you know, has she stopped? No, she has not. She's still on her game like she's been for the last 4 years. And for the newcomers that don't know what's going on, this celebrity witch that I'm talking about, I can't say her name on this video, but she is coming out in the book, and the prophet masters under the discretion of God Almighty will be naming her name and verifying, okay, what's coming out in that book and the videos. Future videos, I will be naming her. I will be naming her name in future videos, but not right now. I will be naming her name, and because God really want me to leave Texas, y'all. Okay, because that's where she live at, here in Texas. Okay, and she's she pretty much, she done weaponized the jobs that I work. All the jobs I work, she's weaponized all of them. She has the FBI under her thumb. She does, or she seemed to have them under her thumb, at her every command, telling them what to do and everything. And that job that I work out there at Love Field, Dallas, Texas, the Hearst location, she has nearly weaponized nearly every employee on that job to do what she wants them to do. Not all of them, but most of them has been weaponized within Hearst and MLS. As Managed Labor Solutions. She has weaponized them to do all kinds of stuff to me, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I want some of the people to understand why she is doing what she's doing. What it is back in 2019 and 20, when God first activated my gift for prophenology, and I was talking to the seers that have the gift of prophenology, which it means that they can read codes. God talks to them in codes, symbols. They can be wide awake or they can be in a dream. Okay? It's powerful, just like seeing vision. Okay? And it's not just me. I'm not the only one that have the prophenology. Okay? But God don't give the prophenology to everybody. But I have it. So I was and this is in regards to my kingdom spouse. Okay? And that by the way, that prophenology, God is still active. God has still got it going on in my life. It's still active. He still talks to me about my kingdom spouse every day. I just don't talk about it because the wrong people that hears it, they try to stop it. And but anyway, she was listening to those prophecies that I was discussing with the seers that has the gift of prophenology that may have just got theirs activated. So I was just sharing mine with them so that they can, better be able to better see how great God can, do different things in different kinds of ways, well, stuff like that. And I will always say this, I'm only talking to prophets and seers. If you're not a prophet or a seer, close your ears up, because this is not for you. That I always say that. But long story short, this witch right here, this celebrity witch that lives here in Dallas, Texas, she had her ears wide open. Okay, she was trying to figure out who I was talking about. She kind of had a feeling that I was talking about this particular kingdom spouse. Yeah, he's a celebrity as well. She sort of had a feeling that I was talking about him, but she didn't know for sure. But the day came, I was writing songs, different types of songs, because I have a gift to write songs. And I was working and I was writing songs, mostly in my mind, okay? And the government, using their biotechnology, were reading my mind, and they broadcast it all over the media, and then she found out who it was. Okay? And then after that, y'all want to know, all HELL broke loose from that point, and this was in 2020. Okay? And I was working at the DFW airport, at the main one. At this time, I was a janitor, or I was one of those. That's when COVID broke out, and then we were like what you call touch point cleaners. Like, we will wipe down all the places that, any spots and places that people touch, we wipe them down. Sanitize them, disinfect them with solution. Wipe them with wipes and have some spray with solution, and, just wiping the seats and stuff, the vending machines, the doorknobs, elevators. Y'all get the point. What I'm talking about. I wasn't a full janitor at that time until late to mid to I think summer. I became a janitor as well, so I worked 2 jobs that year. And I was on Skylink at the DFW airport. I was working at Skylink, and I was wiping down those poles, because that's touch point. I was wiping them down, and I was writing my songs, and I would jump off that train and go to the next, and I would study, creating my songs and everything. And the government was secretly reading my mind and broadcasting it live, and that's how they found out about who the kingdom spouse was. And it also I had an office in Irving, and they were reading my mind in the office too. That may be how they also was able to know who that kingdom spouse was, because I didn't say his name for a long time. I didn't say his name probably until last year or the year before. That's when I start saying his name probably sometime during that 2021, somewhere like that. Or it might have been the same year after they done broadcast his name out. So that just made all hell break loose, really. And God forgive me for cussing. Okay, y'all. But that's not saying it as a cuss word, because that's literally what the type of hell did break out. Okay? It actually did break out. And it is now. I'm still suffering as a result of them doing that, because this witch, this celebrity witch, she has been creating all kinds of hell for me for the last 4 years and counting. From that moment on, even to now as I'm speaking. She's in cahoots with this FBI, federal funded group. She's in cahoots with them, and she controls, or she thinks she does anyway. But she weaponizes every job that I get. She gets people within that job, pay them and bribe them to do her dirty work, to be her eyes and ears and her hands, and do other things. But I know y'all want me to get to the point, okay? The point is, she heard me talking about the prophenologies and all this kind of stuff, and she was trying to be me. You know, she was copycatting me, copying and pasting stuff on, trying to be me, wanted to be me, and she still does. Okay? But the point is, she wanted to come in between me and my kingdom spouse, because she wanted to be me and she wanted to be his wife for a lot of reasons. Not because she loved him so that she can get in his money, and so she can have status and all kinds of other things, and to just be messy, you know, also just be messy, you know, because she's a dark, wayward witch. Okay, she is used by the kingdom of darkness, and I'm not going to go too far into it. Y'all just keep your eyes and ears open. The book is coming out, and God is going to come out on her through the prophet masters. I'm not going to put a timeline on it. I did say this year, but God didn't tell me exactly when he's going to let the prophet masters talk on this, but they will be, and it's not going to just be the prophet masters coming out on her. Okay, there are other silent people. They're scared, especially the ones that live here in Dallas. She done a lot of people wrong. They're scared to talk, you know, because they'll be punished, or they'll be, you know, they'll be harassed by the people that support her, you know. But she done a lot of people wrong. She did a lot of stuff. She killed a lot of people using black magic. She also had she hired a hitman to kill somebody, and they have physical evidence on her. That's what an unnamed report was said last year, that she had somebody killed, and she tried to hire a hitman to kill me more than 2 times. She tried to have my boss man at the DFW airport to poison me. She did a lot of stuff. A lot of prophetic reports came out on her last year, as well as the psychic reports that stated so. That my life was in danger. I had to get that job up. And this job right here that I have at the Love Field Airport at Hearst via MLS, Managed Labor Solutions. My life is in danger there as well. Okay, but it's not as much as it was at the DFW airport, but it's still similar because of the prophenology that for that specific situation in regards to the FBI and the Black Op Federal Group and her this Dallas celebrity witch. She has her own group as well. I better put that out there so y'all can understand for the newcomers. She has her own cult. She have a little group that she has that advocates for her and, you know, do other things. So the real reason why she's after me was what I just said a while ago, is because she wants to be me. She wants my crown. She wants my spiritual gift to be me, you know, to be the empress in the upright. That's what they call a lot of us in the psychic world. The empress, the high priestess. She wants that high rank spiritually. And I'm not going to even begin to talk about half of the stuff that she did spiritually with witchcraft and all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to even begin to talk about it. Okay, it's just that bad. But she has a lot of contribution and a lot of mastermind with the FBI and a lot of things that they have been doing and plotting and planning. She's been a huge mastermind person of everything. And most of it is she also is trying to stop me from, you know, financially getting ahead. But now the FBI was always trying to do that anyway. That leader of the Black Op group, he has his own agenda too. So it's not just her. Okay, so it's like it's two people is fighting God over my life. You know, two main people, her and this Black Op leader. Okay. But anyway, she's also mad because my kingdom spouse broke up with her in 2021 or as early as 2022. He broke up with her. So she's real mad about that. And she found out that he's in love with me. And he just really wanted to just have a one-night stand with her. And I'm being nice when I say that. Okay, I'm being professionally polite. You know, he just really wanted to have a one-night stand with her. He didn't want nothing more than that. But she figured out some kind of way to trick him. She knew it from the jump. Her own people, you know, other witches and spiritual advisors had told her not to get involved or try to come in between me and him. But she knew that from the jump. They told her, don't get involved with him. Okay, because he's in love with another woman, his kingdom spouse. You know, he's connected with her. He's in love with her. And they told her from the jump before she even did anything. You know, they advised her, you know, leave him alone. You know, don't try to push it. You know, don't push it no further. And she just kept on and on. And she did. She went against their counsel. Okay, she did it anyway. So, a long story short, for a lot of you that new ones, that's why she's still fighting me, because, you know, she was trying to steal from me, trying to, you know, basically she wanted me off the face of this earth. That's what a lot of the prophetic reports were saying for 2 years straight. And up until now, I'm still my life is in danger, you know. But the thing is, for this week, I'm going to try to end this video because I don't want it to be long. This week, the same thing. They were being subtle. They were doing little insidious little things. Yeah, they were nice, but they were still doing the usual things they did in more insidious ways. And they figured out a way to get me back on the ready line. Okay? Because they really already have their own people. Hearst has their own people. The general manager, she really preferred to let the salespeople, her salespeople, or either her person that does the ready line mostly, install her vehicles. Yeah, she would let me do it, but that's only when she found out that, you know, I prefer to do the returns. When she found that out, they figured out a clever way to get me to get back on the ready line, because the FBI has it hooked up with the biometric technology, and there are undercover agents that has something on them. I don't care how they do it, but that ready line is something bugged up with it. It's wired up with the biometric technology. And they also is filming it worldwide with this, probably with CNN and these other media things. I don't care how they're doing it. They're broadcasting stuff out. And like I said, this witch has paid people, because she works with the FBI too, that group. And it was, and you know, by unnamed reports, said that she slept with one of the FBI agents and compromised the case. And she's weaponized them, and she also weaponized the people that I work. Any job I get, she figures out a way to get the FBI to get people, bribe them to do extra stuff on the job. And they basically wants to make me miserable, you know, disturb my peace, you know, try to overwork me and things like that. And they do a whole lot of stuff. They're real sneaky with it. And I should save this for the video coming up for this week. I will tell y'all, as I'm recording this video, this is really the video that I supposed to have did Sunday, but I'm doing it today, which is Wednesday evening or Wednesday night. That's when I'm actually recording this video for last week. But basically for this week, I didn't really have no headaches that much. It might have been one day I might have had a slight headache, a little bit, but not a whole lot, because I was trying to do the returns, but I pretty much will end up just going ahead and do the ready line. I did. So that's basically in the office is same thing. It's under surveillance by the FBI, and you know, and yeah, they doing insidious stuff there too. I'm not gonna go in great detail about what exactly what they do, but they do insidious things. But mostly at my job is where it's mostly coming from, you know. And they, for some reason, they want me to get they're going to figure out some way to jag at me every day. Every day it's a new twist, it's a new plot, you know. And I may did not tell y'all this, but this witch, she had a birthday. I think it was last week, this celebrity witch. And Dart was also in on her celebration. They threw her a celebration. They did. But I should tell y'all that. And they did it in such a way as to jag at me at the same time. And I believe it might have been this week, and it was last week as well. Dart was doing some little sneaky, little insidious things because of Erykah Badu. Okay, y'all, I just said her name. I believe that God wants me to go ahead and say her name. This video, I may not be able to release this video right here. Okay? Because I say her name anyway, even if I don't say it on the video. This is my first time. One time I had to redo my video because I had said her name. I would say the initials of her name, but now I'm going to go ahead. God wants me to say her name. It just come out before I knew, and I already done put in about 30-something minutes worth of work on this video. So yes, her name is Erykah Badu. A lot of people already have guessed it, and so I know she's talking about Erykah Badu. But yeah, Erykah Badu is not the only celebrity witch that lives in Dallas, but she is one of the main ones, one of the main head witches that live here in Dallas. Okay, so her name is coming out in the book anyway. It's coming out. This is a new year. Last year, I wasn't saying her name on video. So God wants me to say her name, so I said her name. Okay, so I may not be publishing this video anyway, right now. But I may publish it. I'm going to publish her name, this video. So some reason God wanted me to say her name, because she did too much. Because like yesterday, they hit me with a lot of lasers. I'll tell y'all that on the next video. Okay? And she's mad because Dave broke up with her. He don't want her. He don't want her. He don't want her to be his wife. There's a whole lot of stuff she did last year. Whole lot of stuff. It comes out in the book. Okay? Whole lot of stuff. She did a whole lot of stuff. Okay? She witchcraft him. And that's how she was able to get in a relationship with him, because she put a lot of voodoo on him. She put voodoo on his family, certain family members, so that they would take her side and they would talk him into getting in a relationship with her. She manipulated other people, his friends too. She did a lot of stuff. So her name, it slipped out, y'all, because y'all already know. Last year I wasn't saying her full name, but this year she done so much. This job that I have out here, she done weaponized these people. They want to keep me on the ready line when I'm pretty much better off doing the returns. Okay, so it's a lot of stuff. But this particular week, God had opened up some more doors for me, and he wants me to quit this job. He hadn't given me a timeline when he wants me to quit. So I'll update y'all on when it happens, okay? When I'm no longer working at the DFW airport. Pretty soon I will be taking a leave of absence, and I will not be returning to that location ever again. Okay? Because God don't want me back there. Just like at the airport out there. As a janitor, I cannot go back. Because of, not just because of Erykah Badu, that celebrity witch that lives here in Dallas, Texas, but because of the FBI and that especially that federal group, the Black Ops federal group within the FBI. There's the ones that really pushing it, but anyway, y'all, I don't want to make this video long. That's what's gonna happen. That's gonna be the solution. Is God wants to take me out of blue collar work, and it's gonna be very, very soon. Sooner than I think. So, having said all of that, y'all Stay safe and stay blessed.